Hello, everyone. Welcome to another NinjaBill and Friends. This is episode 9, and I want to welcome TF Fangeek and Crimson Raptors, who is presently joining me. And how are you guys this evening?
Fantastic.
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So before we begin talking about what everybody is seeing on screen, let's talk about anything new specific to you. TF Fangeek, we'll start with you.
Okay, well, I have Earthrise. I got Earthrise Optimus Prime from Amazon last week. And I still have a month left before I can send him back, so I'm waiting to see if just maybe I can get him for retail price in the coming weeks, and then maybe I can send back the one that was scalped off. And I have Earthrise Grappling coming. I have all 4 of the deluxes coming from Amazon. So I technically only need 2 more figures to complete Wave 1 of the Transformers Earthrise line, the Battlemaster Sound Barrier and Voyager-class Starscream. So yes,
Nice.
Thanks to Amazon putting Wave 1 of Earthrise up on pre-order, and thanks to some scalpers who were willing to sell Optimus Prime for a fairly decent scalper's price. I have almost completed Wave 1 of Earthrise, so I'm really hoping that the release dates for Waves 2 and 3 of Earthrise get bumped up from October and November to July and August.
What about Siege? Are you almost done collecting Siege?
I am. I managed to pre-order the final Siege figure that I needed to complete the Siege line, Battlemaster Singe. He's wave mates with this guy here, Battlemaster Rung, who I got from one of my subscribers as a present last month in February. So
Cool.
Soon as Singe comes, I'll be able to partner him up with Spinister, and since I managed to get a hold of Siege Skywarp, I have the Siege version of Hair Splitter, who had to be renamed Shroot. So yes, I will be able to reunite Spinister with both of his target masters the moment Singe comes. Amazon hasn't given a release date yet, and Singe and Rung are now both out of stock, but I'm hoping it won't take longer than 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you, Crimson?
So I went to Target on a very unsuccessful toy hunt, and I got me a Dr. Pepper cream soda. It is delicious. It is heaven on earth. Whoever, if you find a Dr. Pepper cream soda, don't pass it up. Pick it up, buy it, take a drink, and it's just vanilla and carnate all over everything. It's very, very good. It's truly recommended. Hashtag not sponsored, but I sure wish I was.
I'm actually on a diet right now, so no soda for me. I actually went for the first time owning it for, I think, the last 15 years. I finally went down to the last notch on my belt. So I am losing weight, guys.
That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I also got a couple of add-on parts for Impactor, the same ones that Input. He reviewed on his channel. I think he got the orange ones. I got the gray and the orange ones. So that way I can put the gray on the Autobots Impactor and the orange on the Decepticon Impactor. My idea of that is that if he's undercover as a Decepticon, then he gets wounded or shot at or whatever, and then he gets replacement parts, but they're unpainted, and that's why they end up as gray when he's in Autobot mode. So that kind of creates a difference between both the comics and the box art.
Cool. Makes him sound like Punch Counterpunch almost. Switching from yellow to blue. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. With the okay, so we all know about the forearms on Siege Megatron, and I keep talking about it, but I recently got the Masterpiece Sideswipe third-party KFC hands. So it's Keith's Fantasy Club, KFC hands. They are a perfect match and size to Siege Megatron as a Voyager. Now, there is a Shapeways adapter. I don't have that adapter. I'm tempted to kind of buy it now because I actually ordered stuff from Shapeways. First time ordering from Shapeways, they weren't supposed to ship stuff out until March 17th, and they've already shipped out my stuff as of yesterday. So I'm going to check out that quality, and I'll probably order that adapter to use MicroMaster, to use Masterpiece Sideswipes, third-party hands, all articulated fingers, and adapt them to Siege Megatron. Of course, you can't transform with them, but whatever. But what's new with you, Ninja Bill? What's new with you?
Oh, I've spent this entire week so far cleaning up after the fire. So today I've gotten it mostly. I am about 90% there. Hey, Wolftron, and by the way, welcome Neuro, welcome Adamantium Matrix, and welcome Kato to the show. So, or to the chat rather, in this case for you guys. Hope you guys are having a great evening. And well, for me, like I said, I've got nothing new. I got stuff in the mail to pick up tomorrow. I couldn't pick it up today or yesterday or any time or this week, really. I've been, again, been too busy cleaning up. So, and
never stop.
well, especially after a fire. I'm not sure if you've had to do that, TFN Geek, but it's.
Oh yeah. After the last fire we had, it took us 6 months to sweep all the ash out of the yard.
Well, this one happened in my kitchen, and it was a grease fire that got out of control and rather suddenly too. And it's, the powder they used just went everywhere and into anything. We had to throw away a lot of goods. The firemen actually did more damage than the fire itself, believe it or not.
Oh man!
So, had to get rid of several of our cookware. Apparently they tried smothering the fire first, which is okay. That's all good. But they used our cookware to do it, especially our glass cookware.
Oh, not the glass.
And that's you don't throw glass with rubber on it onto a fire ever. That's
no.
I don't know what they were thinking. You're firemen, for crying out loud. You should have known better. You should have known better. But it is what it is. So, and the cleanup has happened. I'll probably order my new stove. I was going to order it this week, but I didn't. And so we'll probably order that Tuesday or Wednesday. Get that in. We have a microwave and an oven, so we're getting by just fine. But I know I have got nothing new in. I haven't really looked at any news or anything, which is why everyone's seeing this site up on their screens right now. And so we're going to all start talking about this stuff right now. And the first thing I want to mention is this. Look at this. That, my friends, is it. Now, I own Big Convoy, but
they come with another Encore release.
I mean,
you just got a new version of him in the Transformers Legends line by Takara.
Well, this one comes with the Matrix Buster, though, like the actual, like,
look at that,
everything you need to combine it.
Other accessories. It still has his original Matrix accessory, I see, and his missile arrow harpoon things. Okay, but it comes with these other accessories as well, and it says here includes some new tooling and accessories. Primary among them has a new giant Matrix Buster cannon. We've all seen it if you've seen the Beast Wars second Galvatron's Beast Wars second movie and whatnot. So to go with this new cannon, Big Convoy itself also features new Matrix that can fold up and be inserted into the cannon. Whoa, really? So that's not the same Matrix accessory.
Right. So this has totally new weapons and stuff, but kind of almost like a third-party add-on kit with it. But it's official. But this was just so there's not any confusion out there. It's not a normal reissue like that. This was actually the one that they were showing that was going to have the Artemis from Beast Wars second. I was going to have that figure along with it, and then they pulled back the Artemis from that. And then they just kept all this stuff together with it. So that way nobody's kind of... Because I think people were thinking Artemis was going to come with Lio Convoy. And then they were like, well, why would it come with Beast Wars Neo? That wouldn't really make any sense. But that's where kind of the situation is from.
Done here. Because that is not on the original. That is not on the original whatsoever. Some additional... go ahead. What?
Yeah, high input.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
High and buy input.
No, I was just wondering, are these new accessory pieces, were they designed within the last few years, or were they designed back in the 90s when Big Convoy was originally created and they never made it past the prototype stage until now?
Well, let's see what it says up here. As new giant bus can matrix to go with the cannon. Big Convoy itself also features a new matrix can fold up and be served into the cannon. He also includes some new pieces for his mammoth feet, as shown as powered up cannon abilities. Finally, it includes a Navi accessory. I was going to say that's Navi right there. Right there, that's Navi. But no, these appear to be new. These appear to be new. Now, this is, again, that retooling. This is not on the original figure, I don't think. I'm going to grab mine real quick. I don't think that's there. I don't think that's there in the book. Oh, wait, Optimus. Nobody loves you. Oh, wait, I do. I love you very much.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Kato, is that pre-order, on the Target. If you guys are pre-ordering from Hasbro Pulse and stuff, you can pre-order from Target.com. You'll get that buy one, get one half off. And so you're basically paying $30 for 2 deluxes. And they'll ship to you.
Sort of similar. Yeah, but you can
the colors are completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see in the front where that molded detail on the front. Let's see if I can scroll back up here. Yeah. Oops, that was actually scroll down. Now.
Wait, was he taller? Did he look taller there?
He does look taller. Look at that. He does look taller, like almost half a head taller. Is that the tooling here, maybe? Yeah, look at this part right here. See this right here?
Yeah.
That is not on. Well, that is on the original figure. Wait a minute. Because that's right there. So that's the white and the red. But this one there on my right, your guys' right too, doesn't have that. Notice it? So it's smaller. So it's actually smaller than this one. So the one on the left is the original, I'm assuming. And the one on the right is the new version. I'm thinking. I could be wrong here.
I think it's the other way around.
Well, that doesn't feel right because again, look at the waist. Look at the waist here, and then look at the one on the left.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, we're getting a downpour where I live now. All day long they've been saying we were going to get rain, and we're finally getting it.
Oh, nice.
This is the first rain of the year for us. The weather's been cold and dry.
Well, he's
half a head shorter.
Yeah.
That's kind of bunk.
It's the same. I can't tell.
Unless, of course, no, wait, look. Unless, of course, they haven't mistransformed here, but something still seems off. It's not just a wider stance here, but he does seem shorter. You got yellow here instead of the white. So this is the new version right here on the right. That is the new version.
Could it be the angle?
Could it be an optical illusion?
It could be. It could be because when you look at this is what he looks like. He's got the white shoulders. That one's got this yellow right here. This is silver on the original here. They've got yellow there for that crotch plate there. On that crotch plate. Gold. See, I see gold on the original and yellow on the reissue. That's what it is.
Okay.
The gold parts are replaced. The gold chrome parts are replaced by that yellow.
Guess they don't want gold plastic syndrome to be a factor again.
Yeah. Still got the gold eyes, I see, I hope.
Huh. Strange.
So, quick question, NinjaBill. Are his mammoth tusks solid plastic or are they rubbery plastic?
They're kind of a rubbery plastic, but they're very, very stiff. I'll show you on mine. They're very stiff. So they're not too stiff, but they're sort of bendy. And mine is actually, if you look at it, you'll notice right away what's wrong with mine. Right away, you'll notice. Look at the mammoth feet specifically. I've got two left feet on there.
Oh, geez.
Can you make your screen bigger? It's kind of hard to see that, NinjaBill.
Oh, okay. Give me a moment here.
just trying to make more work for you.
There you go.
Oh
You
yeah.
see it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah. That's because when it shipped to me, I got it from a Korean site, and that was the only one they had in stock. So, but because it was the only one in stock, they sent me a free RID. I think it was Prowl. Yeah, robots in the sky, car robots Prowl.
Hmm.
So
Cool.
that was cool. Since they couldn't replace it, I was like, oh, I'll take it.
Right.
It was all good to me. But yeah, man, this looks dope. Let's see what it. Yep, pre-order Trailbreaker and Sunstreaker. Hope for $32. Nice. Sunstreaker looks amazing. We'll be getting to that. But I just wanted to look at this guy first because Big Convoy is one of those toys where you have to have them in your collection. If no other reason, this will be a nice encore edition to have. But the first Big Convoy, right, or Mammoth Convoy, whatever you want to call him, right? It is the very first toy to ever feature an Optimus Prime or a Convoy toy to ever feature a removable Matrix accessory.
So that's why it's special.
It is the very first one ever to feature a Matrix accessory.
Hey,
so,
look, NinjaBill, you've turned me into a Roman emperor. Demoted to an Autobot corporal.
He is most thanks for the heads up. No, awesome. But at any rate, one of those reasons, one is an awesome toy. It had a ton of accessories to begin with. Although a funny bit is he is almost all shell. It's a pretty common knowledge that you can remove almost all his bits and they can form a complete mammoth. Without so still he's cool. He is really cool. And there's his main weapon that the original toy comes with, which is his whole head, literally his whole head. Let me scroll back up here. This whole section right here and right there, all this right here is that big weapon. Every bit of that is his top half and his head.
So he's a head.
But now in this new one, it looks okay. I guess it is the same. It was just.
I want that Lio Convoy, the original Lio Convoy.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that. That's a thing of beauty, folks. So looks like he still has the trunk gimmick where the trunk's moved. When you pull on his tail, it trunk and his tusks moved. So that was pretty cool. And yes, there's that too. Awesome. That's just I've already got it, but it's one of those things where even if I didn't, I'd want it. Where are we? Chosen Prime. No, we don't care. And there we go. Whoops, you guys can't see that. I clicked off link. There we go. Let's see what we got here.
I
Still can't see it.
There it is.
He looks cool. Those blues are sharp, man. Look at that. Those blues are crisp. That's not. I wonder, is that paint? I hope that's paint.
Looks like the car is going for cartoon accuracy.
Yeah, they are.
I've never watched Beast Wars Neo or Beast Wars Second.
Oh, you should.
Oh, yeah, and there's a YouTube channel that has all of the episodes subtitled. So definitely, there's no reason to even watch it because all of them are on YouTube. So yeah, definitely a good series. I mean, because the whole reason why Beast Wars Second even got made was because while Season 1 and Season 2 were happening in America, Season 1 had happened. They brought it over to Japan. It was really popular, and they were like, "Oh crap! Now we got to make something while they're waiting on season 2 because of the way their like not necessarily the way their seasons work, but because of the amount of airtime for cartoons and stuff like that in Japan is different. So they made Beast Wars a second as a fill-in between season 1 and season 2 of what we got for Beast Wars.
Now I'm not sure, but that white looks too crisp to be plastic. I think that's actually all that white is paint.
Some of it does look like paint. Yeah, it's very matte. Like it's got very much of a matte finish rather than just that plastic.
I didn't mean to
And then the
interrupt
Beast
you.
Wars Neo, that happened after the Transmetals part, so season 2 of that. So
Wow, he looks very cool. Oh, he's even got his fold-out blades. Nice. That is awesome. That is awesome. He looks really good. Oh, that's just, I don't think that's paint. I think that's plastic right there.
I would think that he's worth the retail price, but I think I'd probably wait for him to get a little cheaper myself.
I think I'd pay maybe 60 to 80 for him, not anything more. Still, it's pretty cool, and he looks better than old Gorija there. I love that face. He looks really nice. I dig it. And they got his nice weapon there. Man, what do you guys think?
I just wish I wish if my only complaint about it is that the cartoon accurate lion face had an alternate face that would look a little more like a more, I would say it would end up being stylized, but more like what if it was a CGI lion? Like what if it was within the Beast Wars CGI series? I would have liked that face. It would have been completely fictional because we've never seen anything like it, right? Because it was all cell animated for Beast Wars 2nd. But that's the only thing I would like to have for that.
And this is an original big convoy right here.
With that robot mode. See, that's what's weird about the Beast Wars, right? Like, wouldn't we keep them in animal modes more than the beast modes? Or more than the robot modes, I mean?
I don't know. This is the new one, though. You could tell, again, yellow shoulders.
But he's too short, though, so they'll have to make a masterpiece of him, too.
Oh, well, the old one was proper Voyager scale. Our old Voyager scale. Before the Siege, Warp Cybertron trilogy, Voyager scale came around. The original was a proper Voyager scale, the old Voyager scale, and he looks taller than Primal, but he looks about the same size. Maybe it's just the way
the Voyager would have been mega class like Inferno and Scorponok. So these were ultras, so that would be like the leader class of the back in the day. And I wanted to say, hey, Gabba, what's going on?
Hey, man.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. We were busy gabbing.
No problem. I've been watching away, man.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks good, but again, the original big convoy was proper Voyager scale, which is, as you saw, taller than this one right here. Depending on the way that camera angle was, maybe that camera angle was off, but he looked half a head shorter. The other one was proper Voyager scale, which was in line with most MP size toys. Masterpiece toys were all pretty much Voyager scale. True Voyager scale, not the new Voyager scale. So to begin with, I mean, most of the early ones, with the exception of MP01, were, pretty much on par with the Voyager. So then they got away from it for some reason or another. I'm not sure why, but still, he looks pretty good. I dig it. Looks like he's got some nice articulation. Very nice.
I love his little lion head dual blasters shooting out with really good posing.
So do you think he'll be repainted into a Nemesis Lio convoy or?
Oh
yeah. Look, if they can make money out of it, they're doing it.
They'll do that crystal version too. The shiny convoy or something.
I completely forgot about that version. Thank you.
Because they just did Burning Convoy, and so they'll probably do. I think it's Shining Lio Convoy. I think it's Shining and Burning for Optimus Primal.
Uh,
Yeah. Looks very cool. Very
I forgot
cool
about
indeed.
that.
What do
You're
you think?
probably right. What?
What do you think of those images? Are you?
Um, I like the Lio convoy. Um, I like the robot mode more than the lion mode. I feel like lion mode. I get it. Like I understand why it's kind of gappy, but I don't know. I prefer the robot mode, and I love the paint. And yes, I think it's paint. I'm pretty sure it is. The big convoy. I've never had one, and I've always wanted one, and I haven't pulled the trigger on it. But I think it looks good. What I'm not sure about is, did you show the version of him that they just showed pictures of with the Matrix Buster? Is that what you were showing?
You're talking about the big convoy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before then, yeah. And
And
he looks smaller.
I don't know, maybe, but why would they do him smaller?
I don't know.
So I think those legs. I think they are a little bow-legged on the new one. I think they're not posed the same.
Maybe.
I'll go back to those images real quick. I'll go back to those images.
Because I went to go look at it on my computer, and I think it's just their posing is way off.
yeah.
Yeah, because it looks pretty much the same except for a few small details. I mean, look at that. It looks pretty much the same as the original.
A couple of colored variances, like you said,
Oh yeah.
but I don't think it's shorter. I think it's just the posing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It could be. Well, they could have them. It looks like they have the knees mistransformed here. They don't
They
have
do.
them up. Yeah. Yep, they are. They're mistransformed. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The knees are mistransformed. They don't
Yeah.
have them upright like his is.
And that's something I noticed on another Transformers figure being released later this year. I noticed in the official product photo of Earthrise Double Dealer, his robot mode knees are mistransformed as well.
So were the arms of the Ali Khan. I mean, it happens in the promo images, right?
Oh yeah.
I just now noticed the chest emblem is silver on the new one. It's gold on the original. Yeah, it's gold. It's gold chrome on the original. This one looks to be silver.
Yeah.
Let's see if they
I
got
think
a
I'm
better.
okay with silver.
No, that's gold chrome there. So I guess okay. All right. So I wonder what the deep. Maybe it's just because of the way they have him angled there. Oh, because of the arms. No. This is definitely different.
Well, he's got the mammoth feet have like more like almost like a slide out like cannon or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or thrusters. No, wait. Wouldn't they be thrusters on the back?
These right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
He's got those 86 movie prime thrusters.
yeah. So still, all in all, pretty cool. I'd be down for it if I didn't already own the original. But I wouldn't spend the money for it just to get this cannon. If you already own a big convoy, that's up to you. But for me, I would not spend the money just to get this cannon. Cool as it is, and these other accessories, would these and him, that's cool and all. But it's I don't think it's worth.
What's he going to be priced at? Shouldn't be too much, even with the extra stuff.
Doesn't really say here.
I'm going to guess $89.
I'm going to guess higher.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing anywhere.
It better not be higher. That would be like highway robbery.
Yeah, I'm going to guess anywhere from $80 to $100 range.
Yeah.
Maybe as much as $120, depending on where you're shopping at.
I would like for somebody to find out what that price is, because I think you're lowballing for what they're going to ask for.
I'm going to Google it right to heck now while you guys stare at those images. Or no, somebody else Google it while I
because I'm thinking absurdly higher than what you guys are saying.
Oh, he is a Takara Tomy mall exclusive.
I'm going to say 164 to 184 US.
What'd you find out, Crimson?
No, I was saying he is a Takara Tomy Mall exclusive, so Godbot may be right.
Oh boy, if that's the case, yeah, Godbot's probably right on the money. He's probably
But I'm not seeing any prices on it yet. I see in-hand images, but well, how can you have it in hand but then not tell us how much it was?
because they're afraid people won't buy it for the price they're talking about. So
Okay,
let's move on to this.
Guys, was it already released? Was Big Convoy already
No.
released? What?
Big blue convoy.
Well, it's on its way out, but there's already people that have in hand. You know, just like those people that pay whoever on eBay to steal them from the freaking Vietnam factories and stuff. So,
well, if I am looking at the same one that NinjaBill is looking at, he's up for sale at Big Buy Toy Store right now. He's only $76.49. He's
But
down.
is that the version
Does
with
that
the
have the Matrix Buster cannon? Does that have the Matrix Buster cannon accessory?
What does it look like again, NinjaBill? I'm sorry.
Big freaking cannon. Big
Okay.
freaking cannon. Let me go back.
What you need to look up is Big Blue Convoy. He came with the Matrix Buster.
Okay.
This guy right here.
no, that's not it.
Oh, okay. Did you look it up?
That's just the Encore Big Convoy. That's not the
Okay, that's not the new one.
Tomy
Sorry.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to this.
Godbot, you could get a Big Convoy for $76 American on Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
You should get one.
The problem.
Yeah,
I think you can find a better deal at a local like convention or something like that.
Well, we don't have any conventions here. But I wouldn't buy from BBTS anyway. They every single time they slaughter us with customs charges.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I found it on. I found a Firebuster a Matrix Buster, a Big Convoy on ages 3 and up. He's sold out. He has a price tag of $100.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. That's reasonable with all the extras.
Yeah,
It is.
It's supposed to be released sometime this month, March.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I still wouldn't pick it up because I already have the original. But if you don't have in your collection, I highly, 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 highly recommend getting him because it is a glorious bot to own, and he just looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'd say as a if you don't, I mean, I agree. If you don't have one, then at least you get the definitive one by getting that Godbot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because mine doesn't have the Matrix Buster accessory, but it's still glorious. Okay, so moving on to this guy. Thoughts and opinions, and we'll start with Godbot since he just came in.
Instant update. I love my classics. This guy's absolutely going to replace him. Can't wait. Love everything about it.
Nice. And Crimson?
So, I love it. I thought it was going to be a retool of Wheeljack and like a mix-up with Runabout Runamuck, but this is awesome. I've already got it pre-ordered on Target because I got that buy one get one half off. But a very kind of like dang it, because I just spent like $35 for the Combiner Wars Sunstreaker and it had limey green yellow on it, and I went ahead and found a Takara exclusive and got that. I was like, "Ooh, that's a great color." And then I noticed that the chest is all wrong this entire time, and it should have the hood there on the chest. So I ordered a Shapeways part for it, and then this thing gets elapsed. So I'm like $70 into Sunstreakers.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of Combiner Wars Sunstreakers for sale is what I'm trying to say. If anybody's hit me up.
For me, it's the first time looking at this image. So again, I've had a busy week. So it's the first time looking at this image, and I gotta tell you, I'm liking what I see. Some people obviously will complain about all the waffling, there in the thigh and in the leg and in the arms there, blah blah blah. I haven't seen the back.
No, don't care. It's got the articulation I've always wanted for him. So, and he looks like Sunstreaker. He's not a remold of Sideswipe.
There you go.
A remold. Yeah. That's one thing I noticed the other day. I did it. I took some side by side. I looked side by side comparing Sunstreaker's photo with Wheeljack's. They have the exact same pelvis and thighs. So Sunstreaker does have some parts recycled from Earthrise Wheeljack.
That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not a remold or retool of Sideswipe, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh no. But he does have
I'm
some
trying to
from Earthrise Wheeljack.
I'm trying to get past that weapon of his. It's basically just that whatever it
Well,
was.
in the G1 cartoon, he just had the generic Autobot gun that Ironhide and Ratchet and all them had in the movie. So he never really had a specific gun to him.
No.
Neuro says, my Chug Sunstreaker is still Universe. And this will replace
mine
it.
too right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one. Come to think about it, I don't have a single Sunstreaker in my collection.
Oh, a NinjaBill. Sorry.
Well, yeah. He's never been a favorite of mine. Everybody else loves him. I'm just sitting back here like, oh yeah, sure, he's cool. He's cool. And I don't own a single one, not a single Sunstreaker in my entire collection. How's that for you? I just, I passed them up. Like, I passed up the Generations version for the Sideswipe because I wanted to add a label set that I saw that was originally meant to make him a Tiger Tracks, but instead I put it on the Sideswipe because I thought it just made him look so cool, and I'll show you here in a minute.
I thought about getting the Masterpiece version of Sunstreaker because it just looked really, really good, but I didn't like the tint they had on the windows. Like, I wanted a more brighter blue.
Oh, yeah.
See, this label set I thought worked really well with Sideswipe, so I put it on.
It almost looks like he's like a drift, like a shattered glass drift with that motif.
Uh-huh.
More Rising Sun stuff.
I was thinking the same thing.
So I never picked up the Sunstreaker version of this, just this one. So I was like, yay!
What about Red Alert?
Red Alert? Nope.
That mold is still my Sideswipe, my Red Alert.
Now, I don't own any Masterpiece Transformers, so does Earthrise Sunstreaker have the same silver hubcaps as the Masterpiece version?
Sunstreaker always has chrome hubcaps because he loves the shiny stuff.
Yeah, not the color, the shape. He's got like those 5 holes, spokes.
Oh, you're talking about
I think the original toy did too. I think that's a Lamborghini trademark thing.
Oh, that's the style of the wheels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about the mag rims. Yeah. Yeah. I think it looks good. Do not get me wrong. I think he looks good. I wish I could get a better look at that head sculpt. That seems a little skinny to me, but I could be wrong. It just seems off scale to the rest of the body, but it could be just, again, the camera.
Yeah.
I think it's the angle.
Yeah.
Could be the angle too. Are you guys upset that Sunstreaker doesn't have his racing spoiler?
Well, those are also renders too, so that's not like actual toy photo, right? The 5 hole rim TFN Geek is that's a Lambo for the LP 5000 version, 1985.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have no knowledge.
I like that subtle bits of orange in here. You see that? I hope that has that on the toy too. Maybe that's just shadowing. I don't know. It looks like a subtle bit of orange here and there. That could be really cool.
It could be.
And of course, Trailbreaker. I hope it's going to be Trailbreaker, not Trail Cutter. I've heard both.
Trailbreaker.
So I think what we're going to find out is
apparently, but who cares? Trailbreaker, we all know it.
I think Trail Cutter is going to be what it is in inventory for stores, and Trailbreaker is what's going to be on the packaging because they have the right to Trailbreaker. They haven't lost that, so I think the Trail Cutter is probably just a clerical error.
Either way, we all know who this glorious lad is.
Exactly.
Now, the only I did have the last Trailbreaker I had was I'm trying to think. I think it was a movie version of Trailbreaker, and he's been my stand-in for Trailbreaker. So I'm hoping to pick this guy up.
Mine's been the Combiner Wars, and I can promise you he's getting replaced.
I don't doubt it one bit. Those
I have three toys of Trailbreaker: the Combiner Wars version, the IDW Thrilling 30 version, and a custom one that I made myself.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see this guy being replaced by almost anyone who owns a Combiner Wars one. Because I'm sorry, I never found any of the Combiner Wars. The ones I have were, given to me generously by a lot of awesome folks. And I'm telling you what, I would have been disappointed with Trailbreaker and Hoist in Combiner Wars. I also would have been disappointed with Sunstreaker and Sideswipe. And this guy looks awesome. I don't care. I don't care about all this right here. People are talking about that huge gap right there. Well, it's a lot better than the toys who've been hugging the ground the last two lines.
Oh,
What you get.
All right.
Right.
That is just look. They made every single vehicle a drift vehicle because I had that very low center of gravity, and I'm just thinking to myself, why? Well, you had a millimeter of clearance between the tire and the vehicle.
Which gap are you talking about? What huge gap?
he's saying that the
Side
elevator.
of it? Yeah.
The
Right
height of
here,
it?
you see it? Yeah. No, you see the gap right here. People are talking about where you can see their arms when it's
No, it's on the side. You can clearly see the fist when it's on in the side. If you grab a hoist picture somewhere, you'll see that there should be like a fold down flap, but there isn't.
Yeah, to be fair, like Hoist, when I put him, and I'll talk about this when I do the review this week, but when I put him in vehicle mode, like, man, I'm telling you, there's not much clearance there. Like his front tires struggle a bit to reach the ground.
Yeah.
You got to be really specific with how you have those hands and those arms positioned, like really specific. But I mean, there's no denying how good it turns out in the end.
Welcome, Snoke.
Hello.
That's disappointing to hear because, from here it looks like he's got a lot of ground clearance. And all the previous lines, this low ground clearance shit has been annoying the hell out of me. I'm sorry, but it's been annoying me. It's like, really? Do you got to make every single vehicle a drift vehicle? A drifting car? Every single one?
I don't know.
Heck,
I don't know.
Prime's
Like,
trailer.
do any of you guys have Hoist? Like, Crimson,
Yes.
come on, you got Hoist, right?
Yeah, I got hoist, cliff jumper, and Wheeljack and Ironworks. And
Now,
a second Wheeljack and a
so-
second Ironworks.
So I'll ask you, when you put Hoist in vehicle mode, do you find the same thing? Like, do you find like the way his hands kind of are down, like it's a very close tolerance to have like his front tires actually touch the ground?
It's almost like it's if your tires are off kilter, then they're not going to move when you're rolling them
Right.
at all because those fists are so close to the ground.
Right.
But
It's very specific.
they could have completely engineered the way his his hands could have gone like the way of like Jazz does in the original cartoon. They could have figured out that way, because if you look at this and people were saying, oh well, maybe they did that because they're gonna change up however it's remolded into Trailbreaker, and I was like, no, because we look at the Trailbreaker picture, they didn't do anything in that front part. So it's just a we ran out of budget. It's a Megatron forearm, Megatron Siege forearm situation.
I just hope Earthrise Trailbreaker is made out of solid plastic like the Combiners version, and he's not charcoal gray like Siege Skywarp was.
I was okay with the charcoal gray,
When we
man.
watch Bot's video, that's what I'd say is let's find out when he watch the video.
But the charcoal gray, okay, it added. I thought the charcoal gray was like, okay, well maybe the plastic was cheaper, but they had his feet were black, his head was black. They had no reason not to make everything black on him.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So I don't know. Skywarp's awesome. Like I'm glad to have all three of them. They're beautiful together. But I know. I'm sorry. Say again, God.
I said I like the charcoal gray. That gives it a bit of a sheen.
Well, and that's why I was saying that hot link for the Netflix Siege. Like I knew that was going to sell out quickly because everybody's going to strip some of that purple paint off that are customizers, and they're going to make their Skywarp they didn't get.
Yeah.
Guilty. If I get
That's why I
it,
didn't even bother to
Well,
pre-order it.
or if I'd find another Siege Starscream, I'm customizing that into a Skywarp, and I made many a Skywarp. So you people have seen what I could do with my Skywarps.
I have all
We're
7
working-
versions of Seeker, so I don't need any more.
I am in for Hotlink just because I want Hotlink. I'm
Mhm.
shocked that this week I was actually able to get Red Wing, since I don't live in the United States, since I don't have a red card, and since we don't have Target anymore. So I'm really thankful to have that dude.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, he's still back out on Target again.
I love that mold.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
All
they're
the-
releasing the Alakon, the Quintesson Judge, and Slitherfang in a 3-pack in Japan.
Nice. I want this guy. If no other reason, he's kind of an homage to 2 other characters, which is Koreda, if you're familiar with Japanese Beast Wars series, and sort of the G.I. Joe Cobra Commander thing going on there. Not really, but it reminds me of that. And he's got colors, so I'm in on that just right now.
I wonder
Oh,
if
yeah,
they,
the
I
trench.
wonder if they're going to release a deluxe Beast Wars Quick Strike to attach him to.
Oh, that would be nice. But I'd never noticed. Look at the treads on there. He's got treads.
Yeah.
That is cool. I like those. Red.
That's because he's from the Don't Tread on Me.
Boo! Bad.
Hashtag possible future dad joke.
Sapentor. nice, dope. On he says, Snoke said, "I missed the pre-order on Hotlink, but I'm most definitely getting when I can." Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be all over. So, but because all this stuff people get in the pre-orders and stuff is just, that's going to be that first stock, and then eventually they're just like people are finding 35th anniversary Megatrons and Blue Streaks and Sound Blasters and stuff everywhere now because they're just sitting there till they go on clearance. So,
I've never done it.
What were you saying, Gotbot?
I said I don't pre-order anything new. I've never done it.
Yeah,
I
and the reason so people do it because they don't want to do the toy hunt, right? Because that's stressful, but they also want to make sure they just get that figure, like make sure they absolutely get it.
Oh, I get why people do it. It's just it's not something I've ever bothered to do. I understand why people do it. I totally do, but
yeah.
I pre-ordered.
I don't ever do it for video games. Sorry, go ahead, NinjaBill.
Oh, I said I pre-ordered a few things. Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. If you're a fan of the tokusatsu, you all know who Ultraman is. Anyway, War Machine. But I pre-ordered a few things in my time, and very few things in the last 15 years. Jetfire was one of them. So
I've done it with third-party stuff, but I've never done it with like mainline stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No reason not to. It's just I don't know. It's just not something I bother to do. I don't even. Now that being said, too, we don't get pre-orders necessarily the same as you guys. Like, I don't think there's been a Hotlink pre-order in Canada yet. I don't even know if it's going to come to our Walmart. We'll see.
Are you near close to where you can get to a Toys R Us or no?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. So didn't some of the Generation Selects like Chromar and stuff end up at Toys R Us?
Yeah.
So I wonder if we'll do the same with this.
There's still a shelf of Chromars, and it's so weird because they have the shell of these like plain, the plain
brown boxes,
select boxes, and all you see is like the label on the end with the name. You see Chromar, and there's like 12 of them there. I'm like, they're not selling because you can't see anything. It's the most boring display, especially because it's just below the Cyberverse Deluxes, which have beautiful packaging.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like when you get your Cyberverse, go ahead and get your stack of government cheese in a box.
I am really digging the Cyberverse series, and it's just a shame that it's ending. But I can understand because they want they want focus and attention on the Earthrise or the War for Cybertron Netflix show coming up. So it's the way they sort of always done business is run a show until the new line comes out, and then the next show happens. So because I'm still a little horked off that we're not getting another season 4 of Cyberverse. I was horked off when we didn't get another season of Prime, for that matter.
Oh yeah.
The rest of them I could have cared less. Maybe another season of animated would have been nice. I don't know what they would have done with it, but still, I'm just one of those. I understand the cartoon, the original '84 cartoon, only ran for three and a quarter seasons, and I get it. 3 and 24 or something like that. The point is,
three is the magic number.
I say 3.05.
Well, they've stuck with this 3-year cycle for like their marketing and what they get from their research and everything is that you can only keep the kids' attention for about 3 years before they either want something new or they've gone off and done something totally different.
Yeah.
And if there was any show that was going to get that pull of beyond that, was going to break that third season, was going to be Transformers Animated, because there was so much nod to the G1 and everything, although the stylization and everything, there was a story there that people would have wanted. Prime, I felt like the story kind of faltered when the Predacons entered and they didn't know what to do anymore. Like they were like, well, here's some toys. Hasbro's like, figure out how to get these in the show. So, but they had a story that just, I think it stretched out longer than it should have.
Yeah.
They had there. But for Siege, it's a short series. 6 episodes. It's a 2-hour movie. If you count for intro and outro, and they're about 22 minutes. People are saying, but 20-minute show, and then the next one will be another 2-hour movie, right? And then the next one will probably be another 2-hour movie. So we just got to make sure if we want to see more of it, we gotta watch it that first week that it's on Netflix, because that's the only time Netflix counts stuff like that. They see the demand at first. If there's no demand for it, because the trials are only like 14 days or something like that, or a 7-day trial or whatever. So if everybody goes and sees it that first week it's out, then we'll definitely get renewed for a second one.
Yeah, I'm still just disappointed that we're not getting a season 4 of Cyberverse, because Cyberverse, look, if you watch the first season, you're like, okay, and then the second half of season 2 gets going, and you're like, okay, I'm in, and then season 3 happens. If you, those of you, I'm not going to spoil it, so don't worry. But if you watch season 3, you're like, yes, more of this, absolutely more of this, and then that's it, folks. Sorry, we'll see you in the next show.
Yeah.
And I wonder what Godbot thinks about this, but we bought all these Siege toys, right? And so we know Cyberverse was in at the same time, and so they're trying to get there's no Earthrise Bumblebee yet, because they're trying to get people off of Cyberverse and then get them over to the Siege show. But if you look at it, we bought all these toys for about a year and a half of Siege. And they're wonderful and they're great, and we're just like, there's going to be a show, but then they had released a show, and then it's just like, we're going to re-release the toys that you bought for the past year and a half, and we're going to just add some paint on top of them. And I'm like, wait a minute, were we just buying those Siege toys to fund the show? Is that what this was?
I hope that's not the case.
These would be useless to Americans. These would be useless to us Americans. Useless. Absolutely cool, but absolutely useless. If you don't know what, past cases. So basically, if you're ever in Japan, right, trains they're everywhere you go, you go by train, right? So what they use is a pass card. You buy a card, it allows you, your pay your way or whatever. So those pass cards you scan as you're, entering a facility, and that's pay as you go type of situation. And these would hold those pass cards, and they'd be all but useless to us. Still, they're cool looking. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was just going to say, it's milking the molds, which makes sense. I'm not getting scrape face. I don't want a Decepticon Mirage. I do think that the battle damage is done better this time, but I think it's heavy-handed. But I think it's done better. Like, I think it's done better on Sideswipe, but it's too much of it. People will buy that Megatron again, if for nothing else, because they're going to want that orange Lionizer, because that's the way people think.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing from that whole line that I'm in for is Hotlink. That's it. I'm not interested in any other repaint. They can stay on the shelf if they want. And honestly, I think they're going to stay on the shelf because, as much as I hate to say it, up here, being a bit different, up here, like, there's still plenty of Siege on the shelf, man. Like, Earthrise is showing up, but, like, Siege is not hard to get at all.
Well, we're getting that same deal here, too, is where Siege is getting restocked. I think TFNG, didn't you say that your local Target restocked a bunch of Siege as well?
Yeah, they did. I went a few weeks ago to see if they had any Earthrise figures, and they restocked on a whole bunch of Siege figures. They had 4 copies of Shockwave. They had 3 copies each of Thundercracker and Megatron. For the deluxes, they were all Siege. There was Impactor, Barricade, Spinister, Crosshairs.
Yeah, so all the ones that we've gotten, before, like in just this most recent wave, and like some of the Targets and the Walmarts here, totally everything is still Siege. Nothing remotely Earthrise related.
Just today, the Target, Walmart here just today got Earthrise.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I wish mine had.
We're not seeing the Star. But I got a Grapple, so Starscream had to have been there, but somebody left the Grapple.
The way the case is there's 1 Starscream, 2 Grapples.
Oh, nuts. I wonder Amazon only restocked on Grapple and not Starscream this past week.
Yeah, I was at mine yesterday afternoon, and of course I went there shopping for new cooking ware because of the fire, obviously. But I didn't see anything new on the shelves. Anything. As a matter of fact, they literally had 6 Transformers in total there, and all of them were Cyberverse.
Honestly, everyone is going crazy for Earthrise Starscream, and he's okay.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
he's okay, but that's all he is okay.
Yeah,
I got the Generations. I got the Siege. I don't need the Earthrise at all.
It's not that he's bad, but like it's like I said, I got him and he's fine, but like his pelvis skirt piece, like, is 1 piece. That should have been 3 pieces. Yes, he has an ankle. Yes, the wing has an extra hinge so it can fall back so his arm can go around 360. But as I hold him and manipulate him, he feels old. He feels outdated. He feels like old engineering to me.
That's one thing a lot of people pointed out. He's like an enlarged version of the 2006 Deluxe class figure,
which is fine. Like, he's not bad. I scored him well, but when I put him next to the Siege, even holding him, the Siege feels thicker, denser,
worth it.
More to him. The Earthrise feels thinner. Like, the whole bicep is all hollow. That's hollow.
Yeah. I watched your review the other day, and I was like,
when I twist the bicep swivel, like, honestly, I feel like I'm going to break the bicep because the plastic is thin. I feel like it's good, but there's still room to improve.
I watched your review the other day, and I was like, boy, am I happy I had no designs on this toy whatsoever. I was like, you know what? The Siege version, I love the Siege version. This one, every person that has him and that I've watched says, you know what? Don't get it. Or somewhere along the lines, it's a good toy, but there's better.
Grapple's the better Voyager.
Despite the pegs breaking.
You know what? I don't understand that either.
Dennis didn't have that.
No,
I'm after working my pegs in and out of those holes dozens of times. And I think it's loosened a bit. The trick is not to wiggle it out. You have to pull it straight out and put it straight in.
Exactly. You can't put it to the side.
Can't. And I think the problem is people are wiggling it, and that's what's causing the breakage. Because we do that. We commonly do that. We all do that. But you can't do it with them.
But another thing I think that doesn't help is this: the 5mm peg holes on the Earthrise figures
Being
are
hexagonal, I
hexagons
agree.
instead of circles.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Gents, I don't mean to take off, but it's 11:30 here, and
Okay.
shortly time for bed.
Okay.
So
Pleasure having you.
I'm going to jet, but I'm glad I was able to come in and say hi. Guys, take care. Ninja
Yeah,
Bill, I hope the cleanup and the replacing of everything goes well for you, my friend. I'm glad
Thank
that
you.
you're safe.
Oh yeah, thank you, and thanks for joining us. Always appreciate it, my friend. Always
Take
appreciate
care,
it.
guys.
Take care,
Have a good
Doc.
night.
Later, Godbot.
Have a good evening.
What was I doing? Oh yes, I was going to bring up another site to look at. What was it? I can't remember because I lost my thinking track of thinking, whatever it's called.
Your train of thought derailed.
That's it. That's it right there. Train of thought derailed. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not overly enthused with I'm just not overly enthused with that Starscream. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm just not.
So it's not a must-have figure for you, Ninja Bill? Okay.
No,
Wait.
no, he's not a must-have. No, he's not.
Okay.
I didn't hear all of TFN Geek's question.
I was basically asking Ninja Bill 1000 if he thinks Earthrise Starscream is a must-have figure. Is it one that's on the top of your list of Earthrise figures from Wave 1? Does Starscream rival Optimus Prime and Grapple in being a must-have figure?
No. Grapple, I would take over Starscream any day of the week.
Okay.
I would take Cliff Jumper over Starscream any day of the week. Look at that.
You could put Earthrise Starscream and Siege Starscream. I'm picking up the Siege Starscream.
Okay. Well, thank you, guys. And now I don't feel so upset that I missed out on getting Earthrise Starscream right away.
Yeah,
You haven't missed out on him. He's not even in stores yet.
Yeah,
you got plenty of time, man.
Well, what I'm saying is if my first copy that I got from Amazon this past week hadn't been damaged, then I'd already have him in hand and I wouldn't have to keep worrying about getting him.
Nah, I wouldn't even worry about getting all this stuff. Is like this stuff. We weren't supposed to get any of these in stock until like April.
Yeah.
But what's happened is that because of the production and everything, like all that's continuing as normal down in Vietnam. But other products and stuff that are being made in China, not just from Hasbro, but other companies, those are all getting delayed. So the big box e-tailers and retailers are buying as much as they can from the people who are having their products made away from China. So that's why we're getting all this stuff so much faster and way ahead of time, because they've relocated those funds. They would have bought stuff for Chinese products over to things that are made in other countries. If that makes sense.
Are you looking forward to these sets, TFNG?
The Seacons? No, because I have not been able to buy any Transformers off of Hasbro Pulse, and I haven't seen the Seacons going on any other website, so I have just mentally in the back of my head said I am never going to own this new version of Piranacon, so I have zero prospects of having Piranacon unless they release the Seacons for a second time. So yeah,
they look pretty cool. I have no aspirations of getting it, period. But they
same
still
here.
look cool.
Oh, I agree. They are cool. They are cool, but that's why I'm telling myself in the back of my head, just don't plan on ever getting Piranacon, because my chances are 0 to not even happening unless they release all the Seacons for a second time. I actually just looked at that photo. So there was a toy fair at Melbourne. I don't know what city it is because I Googled once and there's several cities called Melbourne. But the version of Skylink, in the middle is Generation 1 Skylinks. So the new Earthrise Skylinks is slightly bigger than the Generation 1 version.
Holy crap, he's right.
Yeah, I'm all for the Seacons for sure. So I would have liked to have gotten them pre-ordered, but I only have the last 2 pre-ordered, and I wasn't going to pay their $15 to $20 markup that they have on TF Source.
Yeah,
even though they're in stock.
I still need to. I'll probably never get that one. It's the only one of the official Omegas that I'll be missing, which is sad, but it's true. Is the first one that I will be missing.
Yeah.
No, it's going to come down in price.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys were already aware of it. I wasn't because again, I don't buy or collect Masterpiece Transformers, but we're getting a Masterpiece Red Diaclone version of Bumblebee.
Yeah. I showed that off a little while ago. Yep. I showed that off. Maybe we'll run across the images of it here. But yeah, I showed that off.
And I think that last image in that article there on TFW 2005, I think that's the piece of the Cybertronian map that Skylinks is going to come packaged with.
I think you are correct. Let's see if I can bring that up again. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gray streak in the middle is a pair of words. I've noticed.
Here?
Yeah.
Or right here.
No, that first one you pointed at. Actually, it might be both. Yeah.
Yep. So it might be both.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, that gray thing that's arched around the edge.
This right here?
Yeah, that thing right there. Is that one of Unicron's rings?
It could be. I don't know. I've yet to look inside any Earthrise packaging other than outside people's reviews, but it could be. Now, is that inside other packaging?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Each map that the Earthrise figures come with, they all come together and form one giant map. So that's Hasbro's initiative to get us to go completist on the Earthrise line, is because if you literally buy every single Transformers Earthrise figure, then you will be able to complete the map showing which area of the galaxy the Transformers have traveled through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I've noticed that the pieces of the map that do have words on them, I can't remember which ones, but there was one where the words on the map that the decoder revealed were the words Dead Universe, and the person reviewing that didn't know what those words meant, and so I explained to him that the words Dead Universe were the dimension, it's the alternate dimension that Nova Prime used to try and bring about the extinction of the Transformers in IDW's comic books.
Huh.
Yeah, so the words that the decoders reveal on the map are words that are involved with Transformers fiction. But from what I've seen, most of the pieces of the map don't have any Cybertronian hieroglyph, have any words that you have to decode inside them. They're just pieces of the map with the only thing connecting them is lines.
So this on the existing Earthrise toys you got. Once again, because maybe I missed it, is this right here on that cardboard that you got inside the toy?
Yes. Yeah, on the inserts.
Yeah, on the
inserts. So that's what makes you think it's
You're making like a big giant. You're making a big giant map.
Yeah. I got that part, but I was just wondering about this because I thought maybe I missed it when he said it. Because maybe he's right. Maybe it is a Unicron ring. Who knows?
Yeah, no, but like those other gray straight lines towards the left side of that
right here.
image. Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, no, yeah, those gray lines are definitely on other pieces, on other map pieces on the Earthrise figures. I can't tell inside Optimus Prime's box because his trailer is blocking the map he comes with, but I think he does have some of those gray lines on his piece of the map. Yeah.
So pretty cool. And man, oh man, you're right. That is the G1. That's the Combiner Wars. That's the G1. No, that's not the Combiner Wars.
That's Earthrise.
Yeah.
That's the Earthrise shuttle mode. No, that's not. Look at the color of the wing. Oh no, that's this way. Okay. Yeah, you're
okay. The Earthrise is on both sides G1. Of the G1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I had to look because this wing right here fooled me from the G1.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It'd be nice if he had the same color wings, but that's just a small gripe. That's just a small gripe.
Oh yeah.
I still think it's badass, and I want one.
Oh yeah.
Because it's Skylinks, and who doesn't love Skylinks? Commander Modesty is one of the greatest toys ever.
Oh yeah.
March 15th, huh? Well, I've already seen all of them, so I guess for those of you who haven't, go check it out. Mattia Banggeek, in my last live show, I showed the first 2 episodes. So if you missed that, you can go watch. There's no sound because I don't play any sound in them, but I do have full episodes. First 2 episodes I show in there. So
Okay.
Also, you guys notice, I know you're kind of getting away from it, but on that background behind the Skylinks and behind the little Omega and everything like that, there's a Optimus Prime, and then there's a Bumblebee next to him.
I noticed that.
In kind of a siege style.
right here.
Yeah, keep scrolling down.
Huh? Where?
Next picture. Or next.
Oh.
It was underneath the map picture.
Stop.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
No, previous one.
Nope. You gotta go back.
Stop.
There you go, right there. See the Bumblebee and the
Right
Optimus behind him.
Supreme. There's Bumblebee's head. In the back. In the far background.
Right here?
No, above. Omega.
Up above your cursor. They're on the in the background.
On the back wall, behind the shelves.
I must have missed it. Let's see if they have a larger picture here.
They don't.
That looks like Cyberverse to me. That looks like Cyberverse to me. That looks like Cyberverse to me.
Where are you? Well, are you actually on Cybertron.com?
Yeah, you're right. Look, right here. Or no, that's a studio series.
No, it's not a figure. You're getting on the like the wallpaper on a wall. It's behind it. Don't look at any of the figures. It's the
behind
wallpaper on
display.
the wall.
Wallpaper on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, right there. Right there.
Yeah.
I see it now.
There you go.
Okay. I was looking for action figures. I was like,
No.
I don't see.
No.
Right there. Okay.
Wallpaper.
I get you now. I'm right there with it.
It's a siege style looking Bumblebee. If you look, and he's got kind of like, because I'm looking at Cliff Jumper, and like the Earthrise Cliff Jumper, he's got definitely different detailing in the art, and that art right there is not from the Bold New Era IDW comic. So that's got to be toy art or toy design that they're using for that back wall.
It actually looks almost like his War for Cybertron video game appearance. But that could just be me.
Interesting.
And also in that same image, NinjaBill, all the way at the very bottom of the image, if you look closely, they're going to release, at the very bottom, they're going to release Bumblebee and Optimus Prime shoes later this year. And a skateboard.
Yeah, I see those right here.
Yeah, so that's some of the extra merchandise they're going to be releasing this year.
And a skateboard, apparently.
Yeah.
You see the skateboard there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lots of Cyberverse stuff.
Yeah.
Hey,
Video series.
Is that a Shockwave? Is that a
Where?
new shock? That is right there. That's a new Shockwave right there.
That's Shockwave?
Yeah,
It is Shockwave.
that is
How about that?
Shockwave right. There's a new Shockwave coming.
How about that?
well, okay, so that looks like one of those like little like ultra class ones, or maybe
Oh,
bigger.
that might be
ultra class. Oh, that's going to be the size of that big Optimus Prime that they have in the stores right now.
here. Yeah.
He's got very
There's
limited.
that Optimus. There's a deluxe Bumblebee, and there's that Shockwave. So he's a good size.
I don't. That's not the deluxe Bumblebee. That's the ultra class Bumblebee with the power armor. Like what's her face? Not Lockdown or Lugnut, but what's the other one? Clobber.
Clobber.
Yeah, that's a Clobber-sized Bumblebee right there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's a good size too.
Mm-hmm.
See, I missed out on two Shockwaves so far from the Cyberverse line. I've got the Ultra and I've got the Warrior class, but the other two I'm missing. The Elite class and the Battle class I'm missing. So, and this guy, whew. And it looks like a Rescue Bus. I actually like the World character. It's just me. I think she's kooky fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's kooky fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate on her, but you know what? She's kooky fun, and I dig kooky fun. See here. Yeah, we see nose. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Anything else new? I don't know. But yeah, Inatabi, welcome. I already said welcome in the chat, but welcome nonetheless. Always good to see you. Yeah, there's the big convoy. See if it says anything more than the other ones. So, video. Guns of Beast mode, extra parts. Based on original big figure. And not in the anime color deco of the latest Encore reissue. That's the different colors in it. Whiter mammoth tusk compared to the original toy. That's true. These were ivory colored. So that is true. It seems to be the only color difference between them. Remolded matrix. The handle bars can be folded. Can be placed inside the matrix buster. Okay, it's highly detailed, cartoon accurate. Can stand holding this big accessory. Nice. 3 stickers option for screen display for the Navi. A pair of extra robotic pieces are included. You have to pop out the rear feet, attach these new parts, and connect the feet. Robotic pieces and remolded matrix can be used without any problem. Oh, nice. Or the original mold. Check that out. That's nice. Right there. That's cool. That's cool. I can dig that. See, now here in this image, his head actually looks the right size. Again, it's probably the angle. See here, that Sunstreaker's head looks the right size. His was always kind of small. Can't complain about his head. Ooh, nice. Hammer bite.
Nice.
He's the hammerhead shark. Now, in the original one, it was Cyber Shark who had the hammerhead style in the Beast Wars, if I'm not mistaken. And that's pretty cool. He's got a trident for a crown or a crest. Nice. Nice feature. Oh, he's an Autobot, much like his original was a Maximal, so that's cool. If I have the original one, and it's an awesome toy. An awesome toy. Man, what is? Oh, that okay, yeah. You know, my whole thing with Astro Train is I hope I run into him. I've never saw the Siege one. I want that Trailbreaker. Oh yeah, the Trailbreaker does look nice. Definitely worth getting. In my opinion, anyway. Tabi definitely looks nice. Definitely looks nice. Now we do 140 on Amazon for what? For the Japan for the MP. Woof. What's there? Neuro saying here? Clone Twins, Hot House, Bug Bite is coming for Siege. Hubcap. Yep. I saw that.
Yeah.
What's this? 140 on Amazon Japan for the MP. Which MP? Which MP is that? Oh, for the Trailbreaker, Masterpiece Trailbreaker? Is that what you're talking about, Inutabi?
No, he was talking about something else. I think you guys were talking about something and then went off into a different topic.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I like him. I think I'd like to have both. It would, if I get this guy, it'd be the first Sunstreaker in my collection. Believe it or not, I was telling you guys that earlier. It'd be the very first Sunstreaker toy in my collection if I get it.
For me, it's the same.
And right now, I'm using. Let's say again. I didn't hear what you said, T-Pangy.
Oh yeah, I'm in the same boat with Earthrise Grapple. He'll be the first ever figure of Grapple that I'll have in my collection. Nice.
Oh, Grapple was old.
Yeah,
he'll only be the second. Like Grapple is only the second version of him because I have the original G1, so this new Grapple's like really hitting the
G1
feels.
Grapple, but this will be a nice update.
Mm-hmm.
And they look I watched Dennis's review of him, and and I've seen lots of pictures and images, and it's almost spot on for the G1 toy. Few mold variances here and there, but otherwise pretty much spot on. Pretty much spot on. That's all I had for tonight, gentlemen. Unless you can think of anything else, gentlemen.
Guys?
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
So, like I said, that's about all I got for tonight. I didn't have really much else to talk about except for this new stuff that I hadn't really had time to look at. So, unless you got something else.
I can't, and my family's starting to get ready for bed, so I might have to log off in a moment.
Yeah, okay. Well, then, before everyone goes, go ahead, Tia Pancake. You start by plugging yourself and what?
Why you gotta say that, NinjaBill?
Well, okay, guys. So NinjaBill is awesome, and thank you for having me on here, NinjaBill. If not tomorrow night on Monday night, then hopefully later on this week, I'm considering doing a live stream video review of the Iron Factory versions of Runabout and Runamuck. And I have some Transformers toys coming from Amazon. I got Earthrise Grapple inbound. I got the deluxes that hopefully will be released before the month is over. So pretty much the only Earthrise figures I have left to get from Wave 1 are Battlemaster Sound Barrier and Voyager class Starscream. So Transformers rule, and thank you guys all so much. I love the Transformers community here on YouTube, and Transform and roll out. Goodbye.
There you go. And Crimson?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, find me on Twitter and YouTube here at Crimson Crimson, and then Raptors, Raptors. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of. I always forget like how to end these things or how to do. I do it on the podcast. Why can't I do it here? You're making me nervous, NinjaBill. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay,
it's great to be in your company, sir.
There you go. So I'm NinjaBill, obviously. NinjaBill 1000 here on YouTube. NinjaBill 1000 on Instagram. NinjaBill 01 on Twitter. And Shinobi Biru on Facebook. That's where you can find me. And I just want everybody to have a great evening and a great week coming up. And make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe all my videos. Make sure you go to every single person here in the chat and here in the show with me. Go to their channel, check them out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe their material as well. They all have great content. And be good to each other. That's all. And Tia Fangeek, I want you to lead us out on a quest here. Make us a quest that we must journey on.
Okay.
So we can see.
Okay. So the quest is to a far off distant land to find which Transformers survived the Great Purge of Cybertron.